Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. In the local scene, the Public Employment Service Office, PESO, announced multiple job opportunities for Albayano job seekers through its official Facebook page. The vacancies were posted on behalf of super high performance feeds, offering a total of 12 employment opportunities across various fields. Available positions include a certified public accountant, internal auditor, employee relations specialist, accounting clerk, electrical engineer, welder or installer, junior auto mechanic, helper auto mechanic, truck driver, mixer, seasonal construction worker, and extra laborers. PESO said the specific qualifications for its position are detailed in the official post, and interested applicants may directly contact the company through the provided phone numbers, email address, or by visiting its office in Paulog, Ligao City. The office also assured applicants of assistance and accommodation for inquiries through its official Facebook page via email. In other story, vaccination of dogs and cats was conducted at Buang Elementary School Evacuation Center in Tabaco City on January 19, 2026 to ensure the health and safety of both evacuees and pets. The activity was carried out by the Tabaco City Veterinary Office as part of the preventive measures to reduce the risk of animal-related diseases in evacuation sites. The vaccination covered pets that were brought by families who temporarily relocated due to the continuing threat of Mayon volcano. According to Albay PIO Provincial Director Police Colonel Noel Donato Nunez, protecting animals also helps safeguard people in crowded evacuation facilities. Police Colonel Nunez encouraged personnel assigned at each evacuation center to coordinate similar activities to promote shared care for evacuees and pets. In other news, the provincial government of Albay, through the Albay Veterinary Office, formally recognized GMA Kapuso Foundation Incorporated for its support to animal welfare amid Mayon volcano unrest and the effects of Tropical Storm Ada. The Albay Veterinary Office received a donation on January 17 aimed at addressing hunger and health risks faced by companion animals displaced due to Mayon's Alert Level 3 status. The donation included 120 1-kilogram packs of cat food, 241 kilogram packs of dog food, and 11 boxes of essential vitamins. The supplies will support pets staying in evacuation centers and those remaining in households outside the 6-kilometer permanent danger zone. The Albay Veterinary Office expressed gratitude to the foundation, citing the assistance as vital to the province's ongoing complex disaster response involving volcanic activity and severe weather. In the national scene, the Commission audit has flagged 4 flood control projects in Bulacan worth over 325 million pesos due to alleged ghost projects, unauthorized relocations, and questionable payments. In a statement dated January 16 and released Tuesday, COA said it filed 4 fraud audit reports before the Independent Commission for Infrastructure involving projects of the DPWH Bulacan 1st District Engineering Office. State auditors, using physical inspection, drone surveillance, geotagged photos, and historical satellite imagery, found structures that were missing, moved without authority, or already existed before contract effectivity. The questioned projects included the 3 riverbank protection works by Wawaw Builders in Giginto, Hagunoy, and Kalumpit, and one by Darcy and Anna Builders and Trading in Malolos City. COA said several DPWH officials and contractor representatives may face charges for graft, malversation, falsification, and violations of procurement and audit rules. In other story, DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon and the Office of the Ombudsman on Tuesday rejected contractor Curly Discay's claim that he was robbed after being required to return funds as a condition for admission into the Witness Protection Program. Dizon said the evidence against Discaya and his wife Zara was strong, criticizing their portrayal of themselves as victims and urging them to face their cases and return public money. Assistant Ombudsman Miko Clavano said it was absurd to label restitution as robbery, stressing that the public was the original victim and that repayment of government funds is a matter of accountability, not extortion. Dizon made the remarks after appearing before the Sandiganbayan to testify at the bail hearing of 9 DPWH Mimaropa officials accused in malversation case. The officials have pleaded not guilty, while arrest warrants and whole departure orders were issued in November 2025 against several DPWH officials and other reasons or persons involved. In other news, former Senator Ramon Bong Revilla Jr. surrendered to authorities on Monday night after the Sandiganbayan issued arrest warrants against him and 6 others over alleged anomalies in government flood control projects. Revilla headed to the Philippine National Police Headquarters in Camp Crame after around 10 p.m., accompanied by authorities, hours after the court also issued a whole departure order. The Sandiganbayan ordered the arrest of Revilla and 6 former DPWH officials, all of whom face graft and malversation charges, with 2 of the accused already turned over to the NBI from Senate custody. Revilla was linked to the case after former DPWH Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo claimed some lawmakers received kickbacks from DPWH projects, alleging that Revilla sought a 25% share for campaign-related funding. The Ombudsman said Revilla and his co-accused were also involved in a ghost flood control project in Bulacan, where at least 76 million was released for a project that was reported completed but was never built. And in the news outside the country, South Korea has started deploying the high-power Hyunmoo-5 ballistic missile to frontline units amid growing North Korean threats. Known as the monster missile, the Hyunmoo-5 is designed to destroy deeply buried bunkers and command facilities used by North Korean leaders. Military sources said the missile carries a warhead of up to 8 tons, with power comparable to a tactical nuclear weapon. The Defense Ministry said integration is underway, with deployment starting last year and full use expected during President Lee Jae-myung's term. Developed under a classified program, the Hyunmoo-5 was publicly named in October last year and is planned for mass production. The missile is part of South Korea's 3-axis deterrence system to counter North Korea's nuclear capabilities with conventional strikes. In other story, U.S. President Donald Trump said he no longer needs to focus only on peace after being snubbed by a Nobel Prize and claimed the world is unsafe without U.S. control of Greenland. European leaders called Trump's tariff threats blackmail and warned of trade retaliation, with the EU scheduling an emergency summit. Greenland rejected U.S. pressure, emphasizing sovereignty, while Denmark and NATO boosted military presence in the Arctic. The controversy sparked concern among Europeans and Greenlanders, leading to the disinvitation of a new U.S. Arctic envoy from the dog sled race. And finally, in the news outside the country with reference to the Philippines, the Philippine Embassy in Spain is working with local authorities to find out if any Filipinos were involved in a high-speed train collision in Andalusia. The crash happened on January 18 in Adamus, near Cordoba, when a Madrid-bound train derailed and collided with an oncoming train. About 400 passengers and staff were on board both trains, and emergency services are responding to the scene. All rail services between Madrid and Andalusia were suspended after the accident and are expected to remain closed on January 19. The embassy urged its survivors to notify family and friends of their safety and said it is coordinating with local authorities while sending condolences to victims and their families. And that's all for the news at 12 January 21, 2026. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to our news writer, LJ Lurejo and Naomi Ruth Hernandez. And on the technical side, Tad Bovis. And our Provincial Information Officer, OIZ, Mori Gonzalez. And under the supervision of our Governor, Noel Rosal, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing. Albay in my heart.